Hey guys, how's it going, Electron Man? Well, we got a fun one today. I say that cynically. Anyway, I decided to go ahead and update my main PC, and that's what the video is going to be on today. But a little caveat there, I bought a AMD Ryzen 5500. I actually have a AMD Ryzen 2600 in it right now, which they're pretty close to the same. This one runs at like 3.4, the current one I have, and the new one runs at 3.6. But there's like, it's two generations newer, and according to everything I read, you get about a good 20 to 30% performance increase. So it's worth it to me, especially since the Ryzen 5500 has gotten down. I got it on sale for under $100. So, you know, for $100, if it'll give me a 30% increase on performance on my PC, heck yeah, I'm going to jump on that. But the little caveat is that I bought, really, when I went and purchased this PC. In fact, I got the videos on the build of this. I actually I spent premium money and I bought a ASrock Phantom 4 X570 motherboard. I figured, you know, usually I always go cheap on the motherboards. I thought, you know, I'll buy one and maybe I can go through a generation of upgrades. And I think I guessed right on that, as far as it does support the you know, this gen, the 5500 gen. But the caveat is that it doesn't support it with the current CPU. I can't flash my BIOS currently to make it support the new CPU without a certain CPU before I upgrade it, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's nuts. I don't know. I guess so much structure changed on it, but anyway, the 2600 I got now, it says you can't just do an automatic BIOS upgrade on it, that you need to have a different CPU, and there is a workaround, and that's what we're going to do. And I've already downloaded the files from ASrock, and I downloaded the instructions. I'm a little anxious on this. I'm not a real big fan of doing BIOS upgrades on motherboards anyway, because if it messes up, you've shelled your motherboard. And I paid, you know, I paid a premium money for that 570, so I sure don't want to blow her up. That, and it's my main PC, so if I blow it up, you might not even see this video. I mean, that's my main editing PC and everything. So I'm a little antsy on this, but I really, I mean, I'd like to get the performance out of it, and it gives me the opportunity, you know, to go to, I think it's Gen 3, the 5500. I could also go up to like a Ryzen 7, you know, where right now I'm limited to the 2600, the Gen, I guess, 1 or 2 structure, as compared to what I can go to if I do the upgrade. So first I'm gonna show you what the instructions show what to do on the PC as far as prepping a USB drive for it. And then we'll go ahead and I'll open up my PC and we'll go ahead and give this BIOS upgrade a try. I mean, it's kind of a CPU upgrade too, but I mean, really, I mean, it's just, you know, take the heat sink off, unplug the old CPU, plug a new one in. This is really more about this integral BIOS upgrade that I gotta do. Apparently, this is nothing unusual. I kind of been searching out there. I didn't see a real good video on how to do it. That's kind of why I'm doing this video for you guys, is kind of show you step by step how it's done. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to show you what we got to do as far as prepping the USB drive. I think I'll go ahead and do a performance run on it too, to show you what the performance is before and after. So let me go ahead and get the computer up and show you how to actually format this USB drive to do this workaround, I guess you would say, to upgrade the BIOS on a 570 Phantom 570. It's actually a X570 Phantom 4 motherboard. It's an ASRock board. I'll be back. Get in here and see, I created a folder BIOS 570, which is going to have my that's actually my instructions I got there. There is my ROM file, there's my update tool. So it says the first thing I want to do is I want to extract all this to a blank FAT32 formatted USB drive. So drive F is my formatted one. So we're going to say we want to extract all these and we want to put them on my F drive. So we're going to do that. Extract. They are now on my F drive. There they are. Okay, then it says I also want to take, and I want to extract the ROM file, the BIOS file. So I'm going to do the same. So extract all. We're going to say we want to go to F. There we go. Extract all on F. There we go. Okay, so now that's what it says you should have, what you should see on your USB drive. That's, as you see, this is my USB drive F, and all I have on here is those 4 files. I have the BIOS file, which I need to pay attention on the name of that, because here in a minute I'm going to have to use that to actually do the actual BIOS upgrade. So anyway, this is all you got to do on the computer. Kind of take a look at it real quick. I don't know if that's that interesting, but since I'm here, I might as well go ahead and open the new one here. Got the seal, as you can see, is a brand new one. There is our new CPU. Even got a little Ryzen 5 sticker to go with it. I'll set it to the side right now, and it does come with a fan, but as you see, I've got the higher end LED lit fan, so I'll be sticking with that. I'll probably sell this on eBay for $10 or $15. These are actually decent fans. I believe they're pretty much the same, other than this one doesn't have the it does not have the LED on it, but I'm going to clean that one too. I notice it's pretty dirty, but anyway, that's what comes with it. You get the fan for $100. That's amazing. Under $100, you get the CPU, cooling fan, and a Ryzen 5 6-core CPU for under $100. Boy, if you're as old as me, you'd know that that is crazy. I mean, used to 1 megabyte of RAM. Not 1 gigabyte, 1 megabyte of RAM would have cost what this CPU cost. Yeah, amazing. Anyway, guys, not a whole lot to see here. I'm going to go ahead and move the camera up. It's kind of because I have a 3-screen setup, it's going to go to my big monitor up there. It tells you to disconnect all your drives. I'm going to kind of deviate on that a little bit, because it also says if you're careful, if you accidentally don't connect them all, to do this. So I'm going to, one reason is my main drive, my M2 drive, is right underneath the video card, and I got to disconnect all my monitors, and it just gets in a whole lot more trouble that I don't want to have to deal with. So hopefully I'm not making a mistake here, since we're dealing with BIOS, but we're going to go ahead and roll with it and see if we can not have to disconnect any of the M2. I've got 2 M2. This is my gaming drive, and that's my boot drive, and then I've got a 3 terabyte mechanical drive, which on this case mounts on the other side. You can actually see there's where your cable goes for it. But anyway, let me go ahead and switch this camera over here. Hopefully you can see this screen here. I'm trying to decide what's going to make the most sense. I have to go back pretty far. Hopefully this will work. Should get you a good view of that. Yeah, all my video stuff on the side there. But anyway, let's do a boot and see how this goes, guys. Let's cross our fingers, because, man, I do not like doing BIOS upgrades. They're not my favorite by any means. Okay, it says booted. Fired up. It hit F11. You get the boot menu going up. So I powered it up and I'm hitting F11. It says in the corner there F11 for menu. So okay, so now I know it's going to be my UEF1 USB drive partition 1. That's the USB drive that I've connected to the USB port. So we're going to click it. And now I'm in shell, which now it says I need to, what's the next instruction I need to do? I need to get to the root drive. So we're going to do S5. There it is. Okay, so as you see, I had to figure out which one it was. Since I didn't disconnect the drives, it probably would have been FM0 if I disconnected all the drives, but okay, I'm comfortable with that. There's my, you can see my BIOS file. There's the BIOS update program. So let's try this again. BIOS update .NSH space. I didn't have to write it down, it was right there. X57 0 PG 45.01. Now I'm even more antsy because it didn't go over good the first time. So do we try it, guys? Do we roll the dice? Hey man, I really want the new gen CPU. Let's hope this does not shell anything. Okay, let's go. Drum roll. Enter. Okay, it's reading flash. That's a good sign. It'll take a little while, it looks like. It is verifying all the blocks. If all the blocks are verified and they're done. Oh man. Okay, good. Whew. Process complete. Okay. Hopefully, I mean, man, I was getting ready to probably screw it up. That took longer than I was expecting, but okay, so what we want to do now is restart the system. So we're going to go ahead and pull the USB drive, and we're just going to power her off. If it comes back up, I can check BIOS and see what version. If we're in the new version, then we're going. It's not powering up. I done fried my CPU, I bet. Well, guys, looks like we've done her in. I'm gonna stop the video. I'm sick. I was afraid of this. I hate BIOS upgrades. Wow, guys. After my meltdown, I got to thinking, well, maybe I ought to put the other new CPU in it. Maybe it just doesn't support the Gen 1 after I upgrade to Gen 3 CPU. And that wasn't good either, because then I put that in, and it powered up after I did the BIOS upgrade on the first time. It wouldn't even power up after that. So I pulled the CPU, I put the new CPU in there, the Ryzen 5 5500 in there, and it powered up, but then I still didn't have no display. Nothing was, I mean, it was all light, and I wasn't getting any codes or anything, but I didn't have any, it wasn't showing anything on the screen, and I was freaked out. I had to go take a walk, calm down. I come back, and I realized that the monitor that I was using to display all the information had powered off, and it was all there. So after the meltdown, the upgrade was successful. Apparently, after the upgrade, I can't run the Gen 1 2600 in this motherboard anymore, which is fine. I mean, I upgraded to 5500, but anyway, long story short, that yeah, we're all back up and running. I'm in BIOS right now, checking CPU temperature. Another thing is AMD includes the heatsink, but the heatsink has that stupid, like, pre-applied heatsink grease, and I've got some Quicksilver or some, you know, my good heatsink. I couldn't find it, so I had to go over to my electronic bench and just get the generic thermal grease that I use for everything else. I can go back and put some good thermal grease on there. It doesn't seem to be running bad on temperature anyway, though. 58 Celsius seems to be pretty good. So, but I'll go back. I need to order some. I mean, I searched everywhere and wasn't prepared for any of this. I guess I wasn't sure prepared for that. And anyway, we're back up and running. We can go over to main screen here. As now you can see 570 Gaming Phantom P501. That is the latest version of BIOS. So it didn't shell it. I was so paranoid about it that I kind of sabotaged myself on it. But as you can see, we're all back up and running. I'll go ahead and I got the case still apart. I'm gonna go ahead and get it back together. I mean, it was just pull the heat sink and put a new CPU in. I mean, here's the old 2600 here. I mean, it's still I guess it has some resale value. It's a pretty good performance. But my next fun thing is I'm gonna go see how much benchmark I got. Hopefully I got some benchmark improvement, because that was an awful lot of stress. That's all I can say. But I've already kind of dusted her out too now, and we're all good. Things are golden. Anyway, we'll come back and do a final and see what performance I got out of it with with the performance tool, and see if we gained anything there. But anyway, guys, whew, I can relax a little bit. I think I need to go get a drink. That was just too much stress. Okay guys, and here is the performance of my 2600. It's 47% on gaming, 86% on desktop, and 43%, which is performing above expectations, 62nd percentile. It shows AMD Ryzen 2600. The bench I got is 77.5. My 5X RX580 51.5. Says it's a little bit below. My Intel PCI M2 drive is 240% outstanding. That's a good little old drive. Samsung, they didn't do anything on it. That taught you 65%. Anyway, guys, there's the benchmark of my. Okay, guys, here we go. Here's what we come back with. We're still at a yacht at gaming. We're still at a workstation, but desktop sure picked up. We went to nuclear submarine on desktop, 97%. See, kind of go down here. It says we're performing above expectations at 69 percentile. CPU's at 91%. Definitely gained there. Gained a lot there, as a matter of fact. My video card, I guess that 580 is, it's as old as the rest of the system. It's still 51. It's above average, so it's, for the games I play, it's still doing fine. The Intel M2 is kicking butt as usual, 234 there. Actually, the Hitachi doesn't do too bad neither, especially for it shows a price of $49 for the point. I've been real happy with that old Hitachi. And memory kit looks like it's at 85.1, excellent. So I definitely gained some performance. I don't know if it was worth all the stress or not, but we did gain, and we got her done. So hopefully this video is by the time I get it all wrapped up and finalized, you'll enjoy it. It's a stressful upgrade. Of course, I kind of went in worried about it, and that probably, I kind of sabotaged myself doing that. But well, guys, I completed it. I don't know if it was worth all that stress or not. I can say that the system does seem to be a little snappier now. Going from Gen 1 to Gen 3 was probably a good move. I don't know that I was prepared for all that stress in it. But anyway, yeah, the command center's back up. PC's all back together. Got her all cleaned up. You can go back and do I did a full review when I built this. It's really a cool case. I love this case. It's kind of limited on heatsink fans because it's a smaller case. But for my bench, I didn't want a big old giant case. But it keeps it nice and cool. As you can see, I got my 3 monitors going. Actually, I have 4 of them. That one's running on a DVR, though. It's for security. Make sure everything's safe out there. But anyway, guys, there you go. She's all back up and running. Whew. That was a lot of fun. Not. But it's worth it in the long run. I'm happy. Like I said, it definitely seems to be a little snappier now, and now I'm prepared. I could go to a Ryzen 7 if I want to later. If the prices get down to like they did on this Ryzen 5, I probably will. But anyway, guys, have a great day. This is Electron Man. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button and hit that bell so you know when the next cool video is coming out.